Good morning, students. How are you all? I think all of you are enjoying your holidays by playing games, watching television. Yes or no? Yes, very good. Now, students, it's time for study also. All of you must concentrate on your studies too, because all of you must be aware that now you are promoted to next class, that is class 5th. Yes, now today we the teachers from the Vidya Bal Bhavan school are going to start our online virtual classes for each and every chapters from your books. So here I am, your new science teacher, Mrs. Aarti Negi, and I am going to teach you your first chapter of the from your science, that is reproduction in plants. So this is your first chapter from your science book, that is reproduction in plants. Now let's start with the plants. As you know, plants are very important for us. They plays a very important role in our life, as we get too many types of things from the plants, and life cannot exist on the earth without plants, because the basic needs for our life like oxygen, food, that we get from the plants. So plants are very important for the successful running of our life. Apart from these two things, we also get too many types of things from the plants, that are wood for our various works, like for it, in some places it is used as a firewood, sometimes it is used as a furniture of your home, of your school, etc. And we also get different types of fibers from the plant, like the cotton fiber, jute fiber, that are useful in making clothes. Yes, and lots many more things we used to get from the plants. And each and every day, in each and every second of our life, the very important oxygen gas, we also get this from the plants. So plants plays a very important role for the existence of life in our planet, that is earth. Now let's start the first topic of the chapter, that is reproduction in plants. The first point is reproduction. What do you mean by reproduction? Reproduction is a capability, is a ability of a living organisms to produce its own kind, is called reproduction. मतलब सारे living organisms, whether it is a plant, an animal, a insect, a bacteria, a virus, or all the living organism and a tiny insects, as well as all the living organisms produce, वो पैदा करते हैं अपने ही जैसे छोटे ऑर्गेनिज्म. So this ability, this capability is called reproduction. Just write down this topic, that is, what is the definition of reproduction? Reproduction means capability of a living organism to produce its own kind is called reproduction. Now, as you know, plants are very important for our life, because we get too many types of things from them, and which are very essential for our life. So it is very important that for us to grow a new plant, because if plant survives easily and plants grow easily around us, then our life will be also very easy. But if there is a scarcity of plants, there is an absence of plants and trees in our surrounding, then we will have to face too many types of problems. So it is our responsibility to grow new plants around us wherever and whenever it is possible. So now let me tell you that how plants grow and what are the basic things through which we can grow new plants. सो बेसिकली आपने देखा होगा, जब भी कोई फार्मर या आपकी मदर या आपके फादर या आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स कोई भी नया प्लांट लेते हैं, आपके घर के आसपास कोई भी प्लांट सेलर आता है, आप उससे कोई भी प्लांट लेते हैं और उसको लगा लेते हैं. बट एज यू नो, नाउ अ डेज द नवरात्र पीरियड्स आर गोइंग ऑन. और आपने देखा होगा, अगर आपके घर में पूजा होती है तो आपके घर के मंदिर के आसपास भी आपके पेरेंट्स ने क्या लगा रखी होगी, जौ के कुछ दाने डाले होंगे, or after some time, after 9 days, you can easily see from these tiny grains a plant, a smaller plant is coming out, and gradually these smaller plants getting increasing their height, and आफ्टर सम टाइम आप देखोगे कि वो काफ़ी बड़े हो गए. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट मेथड ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन बाय सीड्स, एंड दिस इज द फर्स्ट एंड वेरी इजी मेथड फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस टू गेट टू plant from a seed. Just take few seeds from your kitchen, like the rajma seed, or the other pulses seed like gehu, wheat seed, that you can take from your kitchen. And when you put that grain for some time in the soil, after 4 to 5 days, you will see a tiny plantling is coming out from that plant, from that seed. So this is the easiest way to germinate a plant. Now come to the let's start from the basics of this reproduction topic. So basically the tiny little plants germinate through they reproduce through the spores. Spores are actually, they are just like seeds, but they are so tiny, so small seeds that you cannot see from your naked eyes. आप अपनी normal आँखों से उन seeds को नहीं देख सकते. Maybe there are lots of possibilities that too many spores are present around you, but you cannot see these spores by your naked eyes because they are so tiny, so we cannot see them. So have you ever seen the spores of or the seeds of mushroom? So let me show you the mushroom. Here is the picture of a mushroom. Mushroom gets germinated through the spores, but the spores are so tiny, so little that we cannot see them, we cannot watch them by our naked eyes. So the mushroom is an example. There are molds. Molds mean whenever you put a roti or a bread in a wet place for some time, you can see there is a white colored or a green colored or a black colored covering स्टार्ट ग्रोइंग देयर. छोटे छोटे आपको ब्लैक कलर या वाइट कलर के कुछ चीज़ें आपको ग्रो करती हुई दिखाई देती हैं. दीज आर कॉल्ड मोल्ड्स. एंड नेक्स्ट आर द ferns. Ferns are also a type of plants that are grown in our gardens, especially in the hilly areas. They are grown. So ferns, mushroom, molds, all of these gets germinate with the help of spores, and spores are very tiny little seeds like structure. Now second type of reproduction. Some plants gets reproduced through the stem cutting. Yes, you can take a cutting from the previous plant, cut a stem with the help of scissor, and if you will place that stem in a soil, then after some time you will see that stem again grows just like a normal plant. Its best example is potato. Yes, potato is a underground stem, and here is a potato, you can see that. And these small structure are called eyes of potato. इनको बोला जाता है eyes of potato. And you can see I have kept it for some time, and you can see there from this eye a small plant is oozing out. If it is visible to you, you can see that from this potatoes this eye a small plant is oozing out. And if I will place this potato in the soil, then after some time a small plant will come. The small plant of potato will come out from this underground stem. That is a potato. Next example is cactus. There are almost all the cactus plants gets reproduced through its stems also. If you will cut a piece from the cactus stem and then place it in the soil, then a new plant will grow out. As you can see, it is an aloe vera plant. And if I will place this part in the soil, then after some time it will become a new plant just like this. I will show you this. And it will looks like this, a new plant. sometimes before I have just cutted a part from this leaf and then place it over here on in the soil, and then the new plant is coming out from these stems. So from the previous plant, from the main plant, I have cutted a single part, placed it in the soil, and a new plants are growing on. This is called reproduction through stems. Now, this is also a kind of stem. This portion of onion is called bulb. The underground stems are called bulbs. This is called a bulb of onion. As you can see, when we put the onion seeds in the ground, after some time, the bulb, it will start making a bulb, and there are the roots that you can see, and this portion remains under the ground, and from here the plant comes out and the whole plant is grown like this. If I'll cut it from here and place it again in the soil, then a new plant will germinate from this bulb. So there are some plants that grow with the help of spores. There are some plants that grow with the help of stems, as I gives you the examples. Now there are some plants that grows with the helps of their pre-existing leaves also. Yes, the leaves of some plants like Bryophyllum. The leaf of this plant contain its leaves just like this. It is not a Bryophyllum leaf, but its structure is like this, and at the edges of that Bryophyllum leaves have small tiny, so they have small tiny little nodes, and when these nodes get, after some time, that tiny little plant gets separated from the leaves and it falls down on the soil, and then that plant start growing on its own. So with the help of leaf, some plants grow. With the help of stems, some plants grows. With the help of stems, some plant grows. With the help of spores, some types of plants grow. So there are different types of methods available among the plants for their germination, apart from seed germination. Now there are some types of plants that grow through the roots also. You must have seen the grasses from in your park or in your kitchen garden, like the mint plant or the other types of grasses that grows, and all the plants of grasses are interconnected to each other through the stems, through a tiny stem that connects two parts of a different plants. So these interconnecting stems are called runners. So with the help of runner, when one plant grows, a runner comes out and it goes down at some distance to the soil, and from there a new plant grows on. Then again a new runner oozes out from that plant, and then after some distance it goes into the soil and a new plant grows on from there. So this is a method how the small grasses or a mint plant grows on, and after some time all the portion gets covered with the grass. So in this session I have told you about the importance of plants, that you will have to learn, that you will have to study from your books also, that how and why plants are so important for us. Second, I have told you about the definition of reproduction. That is very important. Take out your rough notebook and write down its definition. Write down first the term reproduction and then its definition, that the ability of living organisms to produce its own kind is called reproduction. Next, I have told you about the different types of reproduction, that are: first, reproduction from spores. Its example is mushroom, molds, ferns. Second, I told you about the reproduction through stems. Its example is, as I told you earlier, potato, onion, and cactus plants. Next, I told you the reproduction from roots. Its example is grasses and mint. Then I told you reproduction from leaves. Its example is bryophyllum. So students, today's session is completed now. Now take out your copy, take out your any notebook, any rough notebook, and write down these points and learn all these points thoroughly, and then tomorrow I will start your lesson from this onwards. Thank you. Stay at home, be at home, don't go outside, and whenever if your parents are going outside for some grocery shopping or for some vegetable shopping, whenever they comes back to your home, just tell them to wash their hands, properly wash their hands, and then use sanitizer. And whenever they are going outside the home, just tell them to wear a mask. Thank you.